I got it. Hey, so
Nice
I was looking at
indeed.
Theban's Facebook. I think he went to Lamb too.
He went to Lamb too.
Let me just check real quick.
Nice.
Theban,
He
Steven
couldn't get into
Thebanopoulos
Lamb. He couldn't get into Lamb
went
one.
to. Oh, never mind. He went to Cedar Break Collegiate Institute. Never mind.
That's not these. I guess that's
Thought I was
what
close.
they put on cool high schools in Canada. Collegiate Institute. I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's similar to like AP classes or whatever. I'm not sure.
Hello.
Do they have IB in Canada? Oh, hi. I sorry. I did my all mute hotkey, but OBS and Twitch were out of sync, so it muted Twitch.
Okay.
I was making jokes that Theban couldn't get into Lamb 1, so he had to go to Lamb 2.
I got scared. I was like, well, you didn't like my joke, so I'm out. But it's okay. Alright, so we got Death Prophet and Rasta for Lamb 2. And Lycan for, you know, I always get so confused. Like, which side's Dire, which side's Radiant? I know it says it right there, but it doesn't make any sense to me. It should be, like, left and right, not up and down.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that too. Also, Dota's really inconsistent, because the graph is backwards. The graph, like you pull up in-game as a spectator, is Radiant on top, Dire on the bottom.
Yeah, they just try to confuse you.
And I'm pretty upset. I've been pretty upset about that for a while. I've made mistakes, and I've been flamed for it, when they're not actually my fault. But what are you going to do? So, both teams have a lot of push. Expect this game to be probably shorter than the previous two.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of heavy push from both teams.
Which one do you like more?
I'm a bigger fan of Lycan.
The Lycan? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hero's pretty fail-safe, I think. He can farm really fast, he can rat. So he can rat earlier than the Death Prophet, because she really needs level 11 to Death Ball up, or even just take a tower by herself. The Exorcism rank 2, I think, shines a lot more. Although Shadow Shaman gets online pretty early. Level 6, you can see him taking towers by himself.
Alright, so we got a Dazzle for Lamb too. Dazzle is... He's pretty good, actually, with Death Prophet. The Ghosts deal physical damage. They deal like 44 through 51 physical damage or something, so when you have negative armor applied on top of that, she ends up dealing a whole bunch of damage. Especially late game, when heroes get armor, that's when she has a hard time killing them.
I have discovered the counter to this, though. Not really. Well, I think Ush presented it to me, and then I added to it. So you pick up Sven for the Warcry armor, plus 16 armor, or plus 12, whatever it is at rank 4, to your entire team against the Death Prophet ultimate. And then you get Necro just to heal up, and armor and flat heal scale so well, man.
Nice, that's TI5 right there.
There it is. Necro. Coming.
Alright, so we got a Centaur now.
He
Centaur's...
was banned last game.
Yeah. You know, they have 3 squishy heroes. He can probably one-shot all of them as soon as he gets blinked this game.
Yeah. And Dagon, of course.
Oh yeah. A lot of damage. You know, it's actually pretty hard to push into a Centaur when your strongest hero has like 1,000 health at level 10 or something, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. He can probably, if he finds the Dazzle, he can just stomp double edge and there will be no grave. Like, Dazzle will just die. There's also going to be the threat of the blinking Enigma for the black hole. Could be problematic. Although Clockwork is a pretty good hero to deal with Enigma. You got the Battery Assault. So even if he's in the black hole, you can still cancel it if it's already been activated. And of course the hook that will cancel through BKB. So bit of an insurance policy. And a strength hero who's a little bit tankier. Maybe he can stand up on the front lines.
Yeah, definitely. It's always like whichever team gets the initiation off first usually has the fight in their favor. They get a positional advantage, and they actually have a way to start the fight. You know, they know what's going on. Oh, this guy's hooked, he's cogged, now we can, you know, we can nuke him while staying split up so we don't all get stomped, or whatever, you know. It just makes the fight easier to play. As where if Centaur blinks in and stomps, let's say the Death Prophet along with ulting, now you have to worry about Centaur running at you along with Enigma, so you gotta, you know, stay in position to block hole, move away from the unit so you can actually hook them. It's a mess.
Yeah, I was going to say, so Lambo's got that good initiation of the Clockwork, but Crescenta can initiate and then sort of counter-initiate after Lambo decides to show their hand. So they got the Centaur to start things off, and then in the chaotic team fight, they've got the Enigma to jump in and maybe get the 5-man black hole, or the PGG black hole, we will see.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, you know, I actually got to cast PGG in a game once, and he was on Enigma, and he didn't even cast black hole once, he just didn't have to.
Oh no. Dang it.
That's upsetting.
You're probably so excited for the hole.
I was like, we're gonna wait for this. I'm gonna go full Toby, and then Black Hole's never used. So what are you gonna do? Disruptor. Fifth, not fifth. I can count to 5. 4th pick. Looking to glimpse away the clockwork, I guess.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's a good way to stop the other team from following up as well.
And it owns that hero in the landing phase.
Yeah.
Maybe not owns, but I mean, cogs aren't as useful because Disruptor can just bring you back.
Yeah, Rubik and Disruptor are pretty good at killing clock in the offlane.
Yeah, I think Sand King does pretty well too.
Yep.
The burrow under the cogs.
So it looks like Lamb 2 is still missing their hard carry. Their safe lane carry. They can be quite greedy. The other team has an Enigma, so they have no, pretty much no chance of being offensive tri-lane or anything.
Yeah, so like you said, they could be really greedy. They could even go. I guess it was Crescenta who had the Luna last game. Like they could even go Luna, but again, it's so squishy. You kind of need the babysitting. Centaur +1 could kill you. Looking at the bans though, Ember taken out there. Maybe they want the Meepo. I think they might want Meepo. Mappo?
Dire team pick.
I think it's a
You
hard
don't
game
seem
for
as-
Meepo. Nah.
You don't seem as enthused,
Nah, it's just not a Meepo game.
I believe.
I'd like to believe, but
Just because of the
think it'll-
black hole,
yeah.
I guess? I don't know.
At
And the
Midnight Pulse.
massive AoE silence.
Midnight Pulse completely destroys you.
Yeah, that ability is quite good. And quite large these days.
Yeah, it's like half your
10
screen now.
seconds remaining.
It's been buffed
Pretty
so
much.
much.
Pretty funny to watch, that's for
5
sure.
seconds.
Timbersaw and
It's-
Enigma are best buddies.
It's like his best skill now. Nobody used it before, so they buffed it so much it covers the whole screen. Alright, Juggernaut. Okay. So we got more of an all-in push kind of thing.
Yeah, I like the Juggernaut a lot. The healing word, like I said, helps with the push. You got the heal from Dazzle as well on top of that. But alright, Templar is going to come out here. So, I mean, that raises... So, Death Prophet versus Templar. I feel like Templar can do well in that lane. Juggernaut is just going to be safe. Clockwork into the off lane, and then...
It might
obviously...
actually... They might go offensive with the Juggernaut, actually. They
Yeah, that's
potentially
pretty
could,
good.
but I don't know how much it'll benefit them because Shadow Shaman and Dazzle are 2 heroes that do really well with levels. So they might just prioritize that instead.
Yeah, I'm thinking actually Life... I feel like Lifestealer could have been pretty good. I mean, both Lifestealer and Juggernaut are good against Disruptor, because they can't be glimpsed, at least... I mean, ever, really. Pending some cooldowns, just because of the spin and, of course, the Rage. So Disruptor will struggle to protect Lycan, especially if they do go aggressive.
Yeah, I like Lifestealer a lot, but
10 seconds
he really needs a way to make the most of his rage time.
5
Like he needs like a Bat Rider or something to get into, so you can blink in and completely just kill one hero and focus him down real quick. Otherwise, he spends too much time walking around in rage trying to hit things and he gets disabled and ends up being
Yeah.
useless.
It's guided.
Yeah, he deals so much damage, but it's just he needs to have a way to actually hit the target.
Yeah, which is possible. I mean, we saw LGD draft. I think they played Lifestealer the most at TA4 and had pretty good success with it. So
Yep.
it's definitely a hero that's viable.
It's just
Game.
you know, all these heroes have their strengths and weaknesses. All these heroes are great at certain things. Lifestealer can kill one hero in 2 seconds if he's melee on top of them.
Yeah, or if they are tanky, you will absolutely obliterate them with the feast damage
Yeah, definitely.
coming out. Alright, well, let's introduce some of the players, and since this is just the High School Star League and it's an emphasis on the players, I put up some of their profiles so we can get a little bit more information about the people behind these heroes. So, for Lamb 2, as we're calling them now, make sure I got the right profiles pulled up here, yeah. So we've got Mon up here playing the Death Prophet in the mid lane. So all these guys are seniors over at Lamb 2, actually have already graduated, so obviously they're star player, although buying strange items in the previous game. Going into computer science, going to Ryerson University. Do not know where that is, and he wants to be a game developer. These intros will probably take a while now, but we're going to go with it anyway. So now I need to find Unknown. See if I can find him. Unknown, off lane. University of Waterloo, so he's also going for software engineering. Seems to be a common trend among gamers to go into software engineering. That's also what I did, so it makes a lot of sense. Flappy Bird, the carry here. Biomedical engineering, mixing it up a little bit. Basketball, so maybe he sprained his ankle at one point and he's going to become a pro gamer and win millions. Chuan story. It happens.
Flappy Bird just casually used his Blade
Yeah, I
Fury.
saw that.
No, he's
we
warming
got-
up. That's all.
Detonator. He's getting the gears greased. Detonator support here. Yeah, I mean, I would look at. They listed their MMRs on this. So Detonator says he's 2K. I feel like he has not been playing like a 2K player. Maybe that was just a lie. But he's doing a pretty good job. Wants to do mechanical engineering. And Norris, I think, is the last guy we got there. Information technology, so IT, 4K player. Again, I think everyone here is playing at like a 4K plus level, so everyone doing really well. Above the MMRs that they have listed, at least. And I guess, I don't know if you've got the site pulled up, but if you just want to introduce the Radiant, we can go over some of their players as the lanes have kind of already clashed. And we're paused, so perfect timing.
We've got Grenry playing the Enigma here. The stuff's listed on that link earlier, right?
Yeah, I'll do it again. You don't have to go over it. I'll
Okay.
just say the players and heroes.
Okay, we've got Canyon playing the Templar Assassin in the mid lane. We have John Hirino playing our Centaur Warrunner in the off lane. We have Wheatmaster, the Arrow Master, playing our Disruptor. And last, we have Loy playing a Lycan.
Yeah, so if history holds, Wheatmaster should be able to glimpse people back through Magic Immunity this game. I'm sure it'll just work for him.
Oh, yeah.
So John Areno, John He, so that explains the extra E's, I think, in John Areno. Wow, what do you know? Computer science. He's been doing a pretty good job. His hobbies are questionably illegal, hunting and collecting ivory. I don't think that's allowed. That must be a joke. Then we've got Loy, who's been the mid lane player for the team. Actually, Canyon goes there this game. Let's find Loy. Where is he at? Is he on the Lycan then?
Yeah.
Looks like he likes the micro heroes, I guess. So he's gonna be playing that. Again, this guy's got his MMR listed as 2100. There's no way this guy is 2100. I think these people are lying to us. What is he doing? He doesn't actually have much listed. Oh, he wants to be a furniture tester. That made me laugh. That's a pretty noble trait. Canyon in the mid lane. I think he's the one who wanted to be a pineapple farmer.
That
Yeah,
sounds like a dream
pineapple
job,
farmer.
a furniture tester.
Yeah, that's what he listed it as. So that's
awesome.
I think that's pretty accurate. Canyon, mechanical engineering is what he wants to study. Again, pretty good choice. Everyone doing engineering, the moneymakers, smart. Who did we not cover? I don't even know. I don't want to leave anybody out now. Wheatmaster, did we get Wheatmaster?
I think
He's
we
our
missed
boy. We can't leave him out.
Last for the best, obviously.
Wheatmaster, yeah, grade 10. He likes to watch anime, so that's why he's good at Dota. That explains it right there.
Okay.
And one more, Glenn Lee. Oh, I get it now. Glenn Ree. So he's a racist, even though he is himself Asian. His dream college is the Streets and Intercultural Studies. I think the Streets is probably a pretty good place to learn that. So there we go. Those are all of our players. We haven't missed First Blood. I'm glad because I honestly have not been looking at Dota.
Lanes are pretty passive for now.
Sweet.
Everyone's just farming up in the lanes, and yeah, that's about it.
The hidden ones grin.
I think we'll probably see First Blood around top lane. It seems like they have the most kill potential out of all the heroes.
Yeah, take a look at that lane. It's the Shadow Shaman with the lockdown there. Yeah, I mean, there's not a ton of burst damage, though, coming out here until the later levels. I guess if you could slow him down. Dazzle has yet to put his second point in. Just holding it. Maybe he needs to get the Shallow Grave. Maybe something crazy happens. But the Poison Touch with the Juggernaut Spin, maybe they can bring down the Centaur. It's pretty tanky, though.
Yeah, and he's got that Stout Shield, too. It's gonna be quite hard to kill.
Yeah, and it looks like he strung together the pool there to that big camp using that Radiant offlane advantage pretty well. So he can purchase up his boots, and we'll see what he wants to go for. Probably just the boots into the Blink Dagger. Oh,
Yeah,
Unknown
for
might
sure.
actually get a... Oh, never mind. Unknown is in a pretty easy lane, I feel like. He could get a solo kill down here on this Disruptor. Wheatmaster is being pretty aggressive.
Yeah, he's got enough for his boots, too. If he buys those, he can chase him down real easily.
See if it happens. Mid lane farm, we look at Moneb. With this Illusion Rune, actually pretty good against dealing with the TA. Just the damage instances to bring down that Refraction, which now costs quite a bit of mana. You can already see it's completely fallen off right there. So Moneb's doing well, 20-3 here in the middle lane, 9-3 for Canyon. So Moneb doing quite well in all of his mid matchups these games.
I'm surprised the clock hasn't tried to buy his boots yet from the side shop. I feel like he could easily, just run down the disruptor with that if he wanted to try for it.
Yeah, I guess he's going for the bottle, but he's got a Clarity and Tango still. I think he should just get his mana back up for the battery and the power cogs, like you said, buy the boots and just kill this disruptor.
Yeah, it's hard to kill him because he's got Glimpse now, but he can definitely pressure him out of lane so we can free harm against the Lycan.
It's all about this. Oh, I can't ping to you. So you're looking at the trees that Weedmaster is by right now. That little spot nestled in the top of that.
Yeah.
Such a good place to hide. Like, if Clockwork's in there, then you get Glimpse, you're not really going anywhere, and you kind of need the extra vision. Like, if your ward was over here where it normally is spotting the bottom rune, then you can kind of utilize that spot, but so far, he's using cogs very effectively. There's not even any mana on Weedmaster right now, so maybe another Clarity, eat this Tango, find a kill. But bottle should come out now, 750 gold. This guy going Midas or what? Ah, there's the bottle.
Centaur's got his boots up top lane now. He's quite difficult to kill, as the supports don't have boots yet either. And he has a decent side ward. He has some information about who's there and who's not, so it's relatively safe lane for him.
Yeah, they were pretty close. Again, like we talked about last game, since the Sentry range got nerfed, look how close the Dire Sentry is to finding that ward.
Yeah, it's ridiculously close.
There you go. So if you're going to place that ward, place it as close to this edge as possible. It is really nice to see, like, as you see Norris there just strolling through. You're always going to get the vision, and you really shouldn't get ganked. And he's going to try to pull the lane here. He doesn't really need to. He's going to get a creep wave anyways. So lots of XP's level 4. First blood the bottom lane. I could just rewind to see it, but we won't. Weedmaster gets the first blood on the Clockwork.
It looks like Glimpse into Enigma stun.
Yeah, it looks like Enigma finally rotated. And this push, though, Feral Impulse coming out with the Howl and level 3 Wolves. That's how it drops early.
Yep, and the only response Lamb 2 can possibly have to that is just to push the other tower. But it's quite difficult as they don't have as much tower damage as the Radiant do.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have the sustained push with the heal and the healing ward, but just completely lacking the damage right now. Once Shadow Shaman 6, that'll change, but their push is not going to be anywhere close to the amount of power that Lycan and Enigma can bring until the Death Prophet decides to get involved.
Yeah, they have 3 right clickers up there, and then the other team has
Speaking
3
of
right
Death
clickers. Well, that's one way to get the tower. But the other team has Wolves and Eidolons to help secure the tower. It's a lot more.
And the Howl, that damage is so ridiculous. And this looks like it could be John Reno's death. It will be John Reno's death. Monib picking up the kill there with the Crypt Swarm. And let's see if he does it. He's level... Is he going to max Crypt Swarm? Or is he going to max Witchcraft? That is the question I always ask myself when Death Prophets are in games. Which one is better? A trivia question for the pros here. For the Death Prophet.
Silence. No,
Back silence.
The passive is definitely better. You can clear a creep wave with level 3 Swarm anyways. You don't really need to level it up more than that. And you get more ghosts, and the cooldown goes down when you level up Witchcraft, so it's much more efficient to do that.
And the mana cost decreased too, which is arguably minimal. It's only like 5 each time, but
It helps though.
it is nice with the lower cooldown.
Yep.
And the spirits for the pushing early. What do you know? She's got a Void Stone, so it will be Death Prophet, probably the #1 purchaser of Yule Scepters in the world. She's in a bit of trouble here in the middle lane, and there's just enough mana for that Glimpse. They bring her back, and it should be a kill. We'll try to run the other way. The trap goes off from Canyon that was set. He wants to try to get a rebuttal kill here on the Disruptor. Almost does, but not quite enough damage, so he drops. Big pickup there for Canyon. He struggled in this lane a bit, although when Death Prophet left, he did a good job to catch up. Only trailing now by 16 last hits.
Yeah, it's very good. I just want to see the next push come out. Like, the Clockwork's going to have 6 soon. Juggernaut will also have his 6 soon. I still don't think there's any points like for Lamb 2 to actually TP in to defend the tower. I think they should trade. Because it's hard for Jug to fight into such a large creep wave, along with Clockwork. Their heroes just aren't good at fighting, like against giant creep waves, when Wolves and Eidolons are up.
Centaur dies.
Yeah, he does.
He went in and threw a double edge there on the Juggernaut, just reminding him of how much damage he could do, but then Shadow Shaman was also there, and they just turned it around completely. And that was the global Stampede being used, and now in the bottom lane, they're going to go in. And doesn't need a Global Stampede to move as fast as possible. Loy will be brought down immediately, though. Good Grave, good Cogs as well. Going to try to shut that down as they look to push. Also now Juggernaut comes down to the bottom lane. Canyon drops Mana with a Crypt Swarm. There was, the TA was invis, but they didn't even need detection for that. And Mana with a triple kill on this Exorcism. They can turn this straight in to pushing the bottom tower. And Shadow Shaman hits 6 elsewhere. He can maybe even pressure the tier 2. Ultra kill.
DP's just so fast.
So furious. So that's Yule's completed at 9 minutes here with Phase, Bottle, and an All Talisman. 5 and 1. He's doing incredibly well. 5,300 net worth, and now they're going to get their second tower off the map.
Yep, that's perfect. And Rasta gets all the space in the world too to get his level 6.
Yeah, defensive Grave, or excuse me, defensive Weave going out there. They like to chase him down, and Grenry is here with the BKB, or excuse me, with the Black Hole. He needs to be careful though, getting close to the Cogs. Doesn't want to lose the mana. Actually pushes Centaur a couple times as they try to chase the Micro coming out with the Wolves. The TA trap is down. They want to get Detonator. He does have a Grave available though, so they're not even going to be able to kill him. Unless they want to use some stuns here. Oh, alright, well, or if he can't get the Grave off. Could have bought some more time, probably still would have died in the end anyways. And they just lose the support. And now the counter push coming out.
These fights just swing so quickly. You know, one team pushes and takes a tower, wins a fight. The other team TP's back and does the exact same thing. At some point, you gotta just heal up and reset. But while that happens, Rasta is warding the mid tower and dealing a lot of damage to it, so that's good.
Yeah, but say Norse doing what he does best. He should be getting this tower. Maybe it gets denied here by Wheatmaster. He's going to try his best, but no, Shadow Shaman gets the last hit. And he smokes to run away. This guy's super low. Doesn't want to get glimpsed. And actually checking the level on Glimpse, he puts 3 points in it right now. No kinetic field, which you do kind of like to have before level 6, just in case you do find your Wombo combo there of kinetic field and static storm going like 2-2-1. Seems to be pretty common, but he'll skip it. I don't think it's too big of a deal.
That's not the biggest deal. I prefer to have it, but in the end it probably doesn't matter too much. We've got Monav using the Yules on Lycan right now, but he's going to pop the ult and oh, the hook hits him.
Yeah, the Cogs didn't quite work out. He kind of hooked into his ally there, so the Lycan was a little bit out front and gets to run away as... Alright, now Enigma also going to have to run away. Monav is really, really fast.
Yeah, he's so strong at this point he can just run at whoever he wants.
I wanted to activate Phase. 503 move speed. So that's barely shy of max move speed, unless you're Bloodseeker or Void in a Chrono.
Yep, Juggernaut's working on a Battle Fury right now. He's got 2 pieces of it.
Do you think that's the best item to go here?
Well, they're gonna need some more right-click damage later on in the game. I think it's okay, but I would have liked to see him go for the race car build. Phase boots and drums, or at least a bracer into like a Manta style or something.
Yeah.
Or at least just the
no. Yeah, again, I guess this is the same question, or the same answer to the same question that when do you go Ags on Juggernaut? Kind of when you're not the like extreme one-roll farmer. Because your mid lane, your Death Prophet, she's not really a right-clicker. You need that right-click on Jug. Monav is just, he's got to go fast, and he's got Exorcism, so...
I'd say when you're like a 3 position, you'd build Ags. It's very efficient, but you won't deal anything outside your ultimate. So when you have minimal farm, you can really make use of it that way.
Yeah, that Lanham support Juggernaut.
Yep.
I need to watch those replays, actually. I feel like I would learn a lot. I would probably play that hero.
You're gonna want to play the hero after that.
Yeah, I take it you studied them?
I've watched everything. For the
That's
most
true.
part.
That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Oh yeah. The imaginary big bucks.
The imaginary big bucks.
The E-dollars.
Yeah. The MMR points.
Pretty much.
I thought you said your MMR was low, man. Just lacking.
Missing top.
It's a little low. It's not terrible,
Right.
but yeah.
You know deep down that it actually doesn't matter at all, so it's okay. 3-6. Death Prophet leads. Not a big surprise. She's got pretty much her core items up. What she goes next, it will actually be a mech. I mean, it's only 13 minutes in, and she's going to have a mech and a Yule. So a lot of times you see her skip the mech these days, just go straight for the Yules, and you have someone, usually Razor or Viper, just buy that mech on your team. But she'll just go back and get it at about the same time they would anyways. So why not? Takes up another slot, I guess.
Yeah,
But
she's
it's going to be very,
fun.
very helpful.
She should be. She's extremely difficult to kill. You know, she's got to tank like all 5 heroes to die at this point of the game. And with Mech, Grave, and Healing Ward, she's going to be extremely difficult to take down.
I keep saying BKB. Black Hole goes off in the bottom lane. Unknown, though, with the battery cell already activated, cancels it just about immediately. He can cog. I don't know, why didn't he cog? Oh, they both would have definitely run into it. He may have still gone down to Grenry's whatever that one is. Malefice. Maledict. But it's a kill on a hero. Lamb 2, they're okay with that because they're going to get this tower top, the tier 2. Not super important in terms of map control because of the way the Radiant side works, but the gold is really good nonetheless.
Yeah, the best towers are to get the opposing team safe lane towers so you can open up their jungle. That way you can keep them out of there and maximize your own farm.
Yeah, and even steal their own jungle farm, and if they have any stacks chilling around, which they don't this game. Too many heroes to take advantage of the stacks. And the nice ultimate that's just going to go ahead and follow the Lycan, so they bring him down, getting another pick off, and they might even find some more. Wow, there's a quick blink away from the Centaur, and like you said, targeting those safe line towers should be the next objective here for Lamb 2. Maybe Roche, but yeah, actually they want to go in. Servant Ward's on about 100-second cooldown right now.
Yeah, they're confident they can take it with just Healing Ward. The Yules has set up so many kills this game. Everyone's so scared of the Death Prophet just running at them, they can't really do a whole lot about it.
Yeah, she is pretty terrifying right now. That mech is going to come out now, so that's definitely going to boost up her armor and just her HP with that big 250 heal, so she'll be literally impossible to bring down right now. Juggernaut also with the magic immunity he brings to the table. Going to be hard to drop down. 8 armor on him as an agility hero. Roshan, though, kind of slow without using any of the ultimates. Healing Ward about to drop. Might have to switch the tanks. I hear Clockwork causing a scene here. Unknown will find John Areno into the cogs. Did not even have to hook for that. Centaur Art's ult is going to go out. And Exorcism in 4 seconds. Mono just needs to live. He's going to get healed up. Unknown with a really nice Grave. Flappy Bird trying to run out of the Roche pit. Roche is super low. Can Mono clean up everybody? He's going to kind of be forced to. Otherwise, they might forfeit the Roche here. TA trying to bring him down with the big meld clicks. But Mono, mega kill streak. Exorcism will bring down the Enigma. Lycan also going to drop in. Well, Canyon can run, but I don't know if he can hide to this. He gets cogged up. Goes invis, but the Shadow Wave is going to clean it up, and they're going to run back an Exorcism available to take out the Roche.
They've all got so much negative armor in that fight. They died so fast to the Exorcism there.
Yeah, the combo we touched on the drafts, losing 3/4 of an armor per second, so quite a bit. Wow, level 2 of that ult is actually, I did not realize how well we've scaled.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Especially with Ags. Ags is ridiculous. It's hard to find the farm on Dazzle.
Yeah, it is. So many other items you need on the hero too, like Force Staff and all that kind of stuff to keep yourself safe.
Yeah, the mobility goes a long way on that hero. And they're going to drop the wards here. I don't know if they needed it. They could have maybe even pressured the tier 3 tower a bit, but they're going to err on the side of caution and be a little safe.
Yeah, they're just securing it, that's all. Making sure they get it uncontested. The Jugs farm actually picked up quite a bit ever since finishing the Battle Fury. They've got such a big tower lead right now.
Yeah, and that Battle Fury might actually be pretty good. You know, the Wolves are pushing on you, Eidolons are pushing in as well, and you got a big, strong right click with some cleave. You can just clear them out really, really fast, and clearing them out's good, because like last game we saw the Luna. You really want to fight away from creep waves when you've got a hero like Juggernaut. His ultimate is just so much more powerful, and honestly, his ultimate is essentially a sleight of fist, and we all know how good the Battle Fury is on Ember. It works in a similar fashion with Juggernaut.
Yeah, it does. It's also, it's pretty good that he bought this game because a lot of his teammates can't really push waves out as fast as they want to. They want to keep the momentum up all game, you know, and Jug can push out the waves really quick with Battle Fury. So that's good.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing. He's pushing top. He's making Enigma have to respond to that. So now Enigma can't be bottom. So they know there's no black hole pressure down here. Mono throws out the Exorcism, and the tier 2 is going to be falling pretty quickly. Shouldn't glyph, and they don't have it anyways. So it drops.
Yep, the Radiant are trying to trade for mid, but Jug's wrapping around on them right now, and they're mass TPing in mid lane.
Canyon. His drums. He's very fast now. 522 move speed. But will go down. Or, sorry, will not go down. Able to run away. I'm looking into the future. I
Nice.
swear I haven't fast forwarded.
Oh, Wolves are gonna kill that no.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems kind of... What did they just kill? They just killed everything.
I just killed his mana boots and his staff of wizardry.
Some mistakes were made.
Well, that is quite unfortunate, but hey, what can you do?
Maybe not do that. But, actually, this is a little bit of a tangent, but I cannot wait till... It's coming because I've seen some screenshots. But until every item has, like, a visualization on the ground, it's going to be so awesome.
Oh yeah, that is. I think I saw something about that too.
Oh, 3-man stomp from John Areno onto Norris. He's a little demotivated right now. Look at the wombo combo, kinetic field, black hole, static storm, everything. Monim, though, still not dead. Neither is Flappy Bird. They're pretty hard to bring down. Oh, and they finally get him double kill here for Granry, and the Aegis is there. And they should be able to clean up the... Oh, he's got an ultimate. Can he get it off in time, though? He wants to throw it, but he can't. Stomped immediately. And it's a full team wipe. They're all dead, and that completes the Blink Dagger here for Granry.
They could not ask for a more perfect team fight. They got 5 people in hole, 5 people in kinetic fields, and TA splashed through all of them in that fight.
Yeah, that was a disaster. I think you look up disaster in the dictionary, and there might even be a video of that high ground push.
Yeah. It just shows you
And
how
they lose
important
towers for it.
positioning is. They had such a big lead, but they walked in all clumped together, and they got punished for it.
Yeah, I don't... Shadow Shaman, maybe the most questionable, was kind of just like walking up onto the cliff. You can just drop the wards from like as far as possible. Get the vision, get the damage on the tower, but... Said they definitely clumped into that one.
That's so sad. He almost had his Ags, and now he's so
Really
far
far.
away. Yep.
Still a little more than half. He needs 1,200 gold, but he would have only needed 200 gold, so... you said he had mana boots too?
Yeah, he did have mana boots as well.
The whole mana boots. So he just had to repurchase these brown boots of speed. It wasn't like disassembled.
No, he just lost it all. I feel bad for the guy. He got robbed.
I don't know, man. You got to think the Lycan Wolves, like, they're around. Any good Lycan players using those, you know, as an observer reward essentially.
He's just trying to be efficient. I've done that so many times where I drop an item and then I lose something. Like I dropped my point booster when I was Razor to use like 3 stick charges or something stupid. And then a Bat Rider grabbed me as soon as I did, and I lost my whole point booster.
Man. Nothing's the best than the Tranquil Boots from Axe, because it's so easy to do. But here we go, another big team fight, trying to break the high ground. This time the Serpent Wards are going to be dropped. They can get some damage on the tower. Juggernaut, though, has died. Clock and Dazzle super low. Monim's still alive. He's the real important one. Can he kill everyone else? Detonator will go down. Now, Grenry, oh man, Land 2 have lost everybody. They're about to get wiped again unless Monim just cleans it up. Grenry is dead. It's a triple kill. It's a 4 for 4 right now, and he's chasing. There is no glimpse available. Monim doesn't seem to want to chase this as much as I thought he would, and he will get the ultra kill. It's like the second ultra kill he's got this game.
Yeah, it is.
On top of, I think, a double or triple as well. Forces the buyback, and could have been better, could have been worse.
Luckily, he got his ult off this time before he got disabled, so it was good. If he didn't, that fight would have been completely awful for Lamb 2 again. This wolf found a smoke casually sitting on the ground.
The Lycan Wolf did?
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
There, I can't find them.
It's right mid lane.
Oh, there it is, in the middle lane, yeah. I guess they can... You can use enemy smokes, right? I actually don't know.
I don't have a clue. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way to get an enemy smoke unless something happens.
Yeah, I wonder why that's even there in the first place. Okay, so something to figure out after this, if you can actually use enemy smokes. Not that it should ever really matter, but, alright.
Actually, it was Enigmas.
Oh, it maybe dropped it to pick up. Was there a gem on the field?
I don't think so.
I don't see why there really would be. Lycan Wolves, maybe. Could be a good reason, but...
Yeah, well, regardless, they have it now.
Yeah, so the smoke's up. They can use it if they want. The blink on Enigma, of course, is going to lead to some more plays. No, maybe not. He's going to get hooked onto here from Unknown, and he should be able to get this kill. He should probably activate his Blade Mail, and maybe a little late on that, but... Well, maybe very late on that. He might not even get the kill now. TA shows up. There's a glimpse as well, and Unknown will fall. The Eidolons, they do add up to quite a bit of damage. Wow. And I think he maybe could have squeezed out the kill on Enigma, but was probably going to die, nonetheless.
Yeah, Blade Mail a bit earlier would have definitely got him the kill. He got attacked quite a few times and stunned.
Yeah.
But these fights are actually going pretty poorly for Lamb 2. They're they had a huge lead and they're trying to go high ground, but they're failing their high ground push every time. They're retreating
Yeah,
evenly
looks-
when that's not what you want when you push high ground.
Looks like on the grass they've got about one more big loss in them, and then it's pretty much on level footing, and they might even be behind at that point. But here we go. Another jump out from the Centaur onto Norris. Big black hole onto 2. Can it get any more? There's the kinetic field. Static Storm as well. Double kill. Monob left alive though with his ultimate. It's Jug and the Death Prophet doing a lot of the damage here. They want to kill Loy if they can. Spirits are pretty split up right now. And they will find Wheatmaster. Poor guy. Has not shined quite as much this game, but so far his combos have been pretty big. And there's the Yule Scepter up, but the ultimate has run out. Shiva's Guard to go off. Needs the Crypt Swarm. Will get it. Monum's still going to live through this. Can he TP out? No. Too much damage. Double damage, in fact, on Canyon.
That's a huge swing. When you fail your push so many times, now the enemy's on even ground with you. They can actually take fights. And they don't have the best heroes to sit back and farm and try to secure this game in the late game. It's a huge deal. They might have actually just like... That might have been like the biggest swing in the game so far, losing that fight there.
Yeah, the graphs, it's actually Crescenta Valley High School that are ahead in XP earns, and they're going to be there pretty soon in gold. It's approaching equilibrium. And normally you'd say, alright, well maybe Lamb 2 can go up and do this Roshan. It's respawning pretty soon. But with a TA with a trap in there, the Psionic Trap will let them know. The Radiant will know first, probably, when Rosh respawns. The Dire also just are Dire and have the Clockwork Rocket as well, but it's going to be pretty easy for Crescenta to know when to go ahead and contest the Rosh. And judging by the recent team fights, they probably can.
Yeah, the Radiant's going to have some core items up too now pretty soon. Enigma's really close to his BKB. Centaur is sitting on a decent amount of gold. Lycan almost has his book 3. It's like, they have a lot of gold, but it's like in an awkward amounts where they can't really spend the full amount yet. They need to actually farm up the rest of their items.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do now. Maybe Canyon will. Canyon's like, I got too much gold. I just want to lose some. He runs across the river. Maybe a bit foolish. Almost gets a kill. His teammates are actually going to come in, and Norris grabs the wrong illusion here. Unknown going to be glimpsed back. Will die in the Static Storm. Juggernaut, though, throws out the ultimate, finds a creep wave, but will actually still kill Wheatmaster. Now they're chasing down John Areno, and he's actually going to drop here. A lot of damage coming out. Crypt Swarm and a crit there from Flappy Bird to clean it up. Will they also find Loy here on the Lycan? Looks like they won't. And no buybacks on the Centaur or the Disruptor. TA, though, could buy back here.
Yeah, a little overambitious by the TA there. Trying to go for that kill.
Alright, looks like they got the opening they're looking for. Tier 2 tower just explodes. And the serpent wards are here. Outer towers are down. We talked about that last game. You want to get the outer towers down before you break into the base, and you can look to get some more. So they get 1 racks, and they can drop wards up here on the top and get 2. So it looks like they had a tough time breaking high ground, but taking 2 lanes of racks at 26 minutes looks like that could just cement the victory.
Yeah, they got the opening they needed.
Those small plays, man.
Yep. Radiance has no chance of fighting without the cooldowns. Enigma's ult still on cooldown for 10 seconds and Disruptors for 20.
Yeah, they managed to kill the Jug. Exorcism has run out, and they could probably just back and cut their losses, and that's what they're going to do. Canyon will pick up a double kill, but not going to matter really too much. Monup should be able to TP out of that one. Glimpse, oh, they found him nicely. Done. He TP's out, but Glimpse are right back into the fight, and they're going to clean him up. So another good kill here, and the next time the ultimates will be up, but you're 2 racks down at this point. Well, the range still lives here on the top, but that's a big thing to come back from.
Yeah, definitely. Extremely hard. Now that they have 2 sides down, it's going to be hard for them to contest Roche if Lamb 2 are able to get up there before Crescenta Valley High School takes it right now, actually. I don't know if they will, but they can.
Yeah, they probably should. And yeah, they're going in there all as a team, and this will die really fast.
Yeah, TA and Lycan should be able to kill this in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, their armor reduction from Mel is pretty ridiculous. She already threw 1 strikeout, so... And it's dead. So yeah, literally 10 seconds.
So items for Lamb 2, they haven't picked up a whole lot since they've been fighting. It's been mostly focused on the Death Prophet and the Jug. Nobody else is really farming anything because they're just going as fine for the towers. But the Jug's starting to pick up some more damage. He got an Axe, so once he gets to 16, that'll be quite nice for team fights. But he really needs another big item, you know, something that lets him sit there and right-click.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to go butterfly, I guess. So you see that early Tailsman of Evasion. It seems like pretty good to even get that first, maybe. You're going against a lot of right-click on the other team. John Areno going to be forced away from his team, but will go down. Now the ultimate out. There's a creep wave there, but it looks like it's going to be effective enough. I mean, it does have the Ags, after all, and the Battle Fury. There's a BKB on the backside of things as well. With the Black Hole BKB there from Grenry, it looks like he's going to stay alive for a little while, but the Black Hole doesn't lead to anything, and they try to break high ground, and they also just get completely wiped. Canyon will respawn, have the Aegis, but the Yule setting up another kill, and they're going to be able to bring him down pretty quickly. Shiva's guard goes out. He's fast. Will he live? No, Crypt Swarm going to catch him. Barely.
Just seems like that every time. Whoever goes for the high ground just dies. Whoever pushes just loses.
Yeah, I don't know, it's pretty tough. I mean, pushing into both of these teams is pretty hard.
Yeah,
I would say it's definitely harder to push into the Radiant, but they're struggling as well. They feel under the gun there, though. You're down 2 racks. Like, this is our final chance. They kind of just had to throw their bodies up there, and
exactly. They gotta give it a go.
Really work out.
If they don't try for that, they won't have another opportunity this game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And Lycan respawning in 3 seconds, has buyback, won't need to use it. Fortification goes out, the heal is down. No exorcism for 53 seconds, so maybe Crescenta can take another team fight here, but no Black Hole for another 2 minutes. And Serpent Wards, yeah, also down, using that defense. Still taking down that tier 3 tower, now looking on the racks.
They
Uh-oh.
have disrupt roll pretty soon, maybe they want to fight with that.
The ultimate from Jug goes out. Weedmaster almost dies. They're being pretty much corralled back into their fountain while the racks are being focused. So pretty good play here from Lamb 2. And getting the mega creeps here might force out the GG. But John Areno's still going to go in on this. Norris in some trouble. Nice grave going out. No Black Hole to look for here. They still are able to bring them down. The Shadow Shaman as well as the Clockwork going to fall. Now Detonator trying to heal one last time. So they're left with 1 ranged barracks.
It's so sad. They just have to suicide for the buildings and they'll win the game. Doesn't matter how many times they die.
Yep, Dota these days.
Buildings win games.
It's true. Yeah, I feel like, given the way the metagame developed, I feel like the ranged rack should have regenning HP again. I don't know.
I don't know. There's got to be something to make not brainlessly running at towers all game. You know, so advantage. You know, so strong right now.
Or even tower regen to come back.
Yeah, something's got to make it a bit harder.
I guess Treant will never be picked again, but
Well, and Mono's just gonna suicide for the last racks. Well, not even suicide. He's gonna live.
yeah, purchase that 10-second BKB. Nothing can cancel it, so he's pretty much good to go. And well, they're gonna fight on through the mega creeps.
This is when it's movie time. You tab out, get your favorite movie on, and just wait. Game's over.
Yeah, for your anime. I don't know. Not a big anime watcher myself, but
Me neither.
nice.
I need
Good.
to though. It'll increase my Dota skill by quite a bit.
Yeah, my new favorite pro Dota player, Brax, doesn't watch anime. It's good. Although I don't know how many really do. Some of it could just be for show. It's the cool thing to do. So the Ags has finally been completed on Shadow Shaman. It was a tough battle to finish that.
Well, that was a long journey for him. You know, his net worth was like he was middle of the pack. You know, he was up there by Clockwork, and then boom, he went all the way down to the bottom when he lost his 2 items.
That really hurt him. I don't know if does that even show up in the graph. I don't know if it does.
I don't know.
I think it might have been. It doesn't seem like enough. Maybe like the 20-minute mark where there's like a bit of a downward slant after that big increase for Lamb 2. That's maybe when he lost those. It's about 2k.
Somewhere around there, I'm sure.
But he's tanking up. He's actually, if Norris dies 15 more times, he's got that Milk Award. 12 assists, but no kills. I mean, the Milk Award is pretty glorious.
Yeah, that's no joke, man. It's hard.
I've been
to get
close, but it is pretty hard.
that. You've really got to try to die 20 times while winning.
Yeah. You actually have to intentionally feed near the end of it, I think, to get that to happen. And wasn't he on Venomancer too? Like, that's a hero that's
Oh, yeah,
pretty
that's
easy
a
to
hero. You run in
squeeze
and-
kills in too.
Yeah, you press R.
Doing
a lot of damage.
I don't know, man. What an anomaly that was. Never to be replicated. But here we go, fighting against the Megas. 2-kill advantage, but severely down in map control and buildings. Crescenta Valley look to be in some trouble.
Yeah, it just looks like a hopeless push. Can't do anything about it.
The exorcism goes out. The useless buildings that are just called building, they finally fall there on the outskirts of the tier 4s and the
Three
ancients.
gold. That's it.
Yeah. Need to zoom out. Juggernaut just killed the Enigma, so no black hole, no buyback. And that's going to be the GG. Going to be forced out of here. In game number 3, it's I'm calling him Lamb 2 now. Lamero taking the victory there. They definitely struggled a little bit. I don't think they needed to struggle that much. It was definitely positioning errors going on to the uphill, at least the first time, and then they kind of fell back. I don't know if it mattered quite as much, but they finally do it. Monib played a fantastic game here in game number 3, 16-4 and 7. His score speaks for itself, but of course the Dazzle really helped out, the Juggernaut ult, and anything else you want to point out?
He had some great movements early game. The Radiant team was pushing the bottom tower. He was dominating the mid lane. He decided to go top. He got a kill on the Centaur there with his ult and the tower. So he helped his team secure. You know, they kind of evened up the map. They both took tower for tower.
Yeah, they just got that quick little trade-off early on. So good sense from Monib, and looks like the replays kicked me out. So we'll go ahead and switch over to this, run some music, and we'll be back with game 4, which it could be the last game. We'll have to wait and see. So please stay tuned. Oh, and then of course I'm Helium. You can follow me on Twitter at Heliumbrella and Braxier at BraxLikesDota.
Yes, that's
Tweet
right.
at him and tell him to stream. We need more Dota 2 streamers out there.
I'm a terrible streamer, man. I won't talk to you guys. I'm just gonna casually feed and tab out when I die.
Yeah, let's watch that movie. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.